Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Sorry for being absent so long. I actually got stuck in my procrastinating mode for a long time. Lately I felt really stuck in my art process. I found myself that I couldn't paint and sometimes I really didn't want to paint. I even barely came to my art studio. I don't really like this kind of a feeling. I don't know how about you. And I really wanted to change something. So this is what I started doing to help myself to get through this procrastination mode and start making art. I found this old artwork and decided to start with it because it's old. I'm not afraid to spoil it. I'm not afraid to ruin it, and if anything goes wrong I can just easily put it or throw it away or cover up with another layer of paint and start fresh. So this time I just wanted to add some colors to it to make it more colorful, I guess. I find it really helpful to start small. I asked myself, is this task too big or complicated for me? Can I do it quickly? Do I need something special to do it? And if I ruin it, will it matter? So this painting is my test canvas, and if I do a mistake on it, it doesn't matter. The canvas is cheap, materials, I have plenty of those, and no one has to see it if I don't like it. That's the best part of it. And since it's a test, I've decided to use new color palette. Why not? Once I started, I wasn't afraid anymore, and I actually wondered, why did I not do it earlier? My second tip is not to be afraid of the mess. Just make it. You know, every time I paint, I have to clean everything after I'm done, because I don't like when it's dirty. I like to start with fresh materials. And before it always frustrated me, but now I usually find it very satisfying to have a clean brush each time I start to paint, a clean palette, or maybe just clean enough to put some new paint on it. Oh, by the way, I made this. This is actually just a glass covered with paper clay. So tip number 3 is to have fun, obviously. And when you're approaching a new project, fun is what can make it more interesting to kickstart. So can you make it fun? I want to paint something new, but I was actually really scared to start fresh, to have like a white blank canvas. So I found this another old artwork I really didn't like, and I decided to cover it up. And what I enjoy the most is a nice black canvas. So I decided to cover it up with the black canvas primer and to paint on top of it. Next, I would recommend to not overthink. This is, I think, one of the most important things when you're procrastinating, because as for me, I always have thoughts like, oh, what if it's not gonna come great? What if I don't like it? What if other people don't like it? What if I make a mistake? And so on and so on. But you know what? Nobody has to see it if you don't like it, and if you make a bad job, just cover it up. It's paint, after all. You can do it again, and if you don't start, you will never know how great it can be. And the funniest thing is, when I play around with canvases like this, I don't judge myself, and I know that this is just for fun, and I have this kind of a fun idea in my head. So I notice that each time that I make this mental note that it's just for fun, my paintings end up really great and I really love them after all. And another funny thing, that this painting sold immediately after I finished it, and it was only for my own pleasure, but again it sold. So I'm very happy for it. And after I let go of those bad thoughts and just enjoy the process, I understand that it's very important to trust yourself and your abilities, and the confidence will push your artwork even further. Or maybe if you are not painting, you are like making a sculpture, or maybe doing something else creative. I think trusting the process is crucial. Lastly, I think it's important to mention that you should keep going, whatever you started. And if you started a new painting, keep pushing it, find new ways to complete it, to enhance it, to make it even better. And if you don't have these kind of ideas just yet, put it away, put it aside for a moment, for a day, for a week, maybe even for a month, and start something else instead. And this way the ideas will keep flowing, and you will get maybe a sudden inspiration on how you can finish it. Like I did actually, this painting, I didn't finish it in just few days. I had to put it away for about a month, and when I get back to it, I thought to myself, like, how come I didn't finish it? It was so easy, and the idea was just there, how to make it complete. Now it's more of a mental reminder to myself to repeat everything I just said, and just starting small, doing something that is not important at the moment maybe, and developing other things after it. To sum it up, starting small is important. So if you have like a big project or a big painting you need to do, before jumping into it, choose something else smaller, easier, that you can easily finish or just play around with, and only after that go back to your bigger things. And you'll see the difference. You will see it as a warm-up, like you would do with exercises. First you warm up your body, and then you go and run the marathon. So I think here is kind of the same thing. Hope that the tips that I gave you were useful, and maybe they're not something like of a groundbreaking ideas or thoughts, but I think it could be a real good reminder to yourself to be gentle with yourself, and not to stop when you're doing something, to keep going, maybe giving you some time to rest, but always coming back to what you love doing and keep on doing it. I wish you all a good day, or maybe it's a good night or a good morning. Anyway, have fun, enjoy the process, and we'll see you soon.